Welcome to Healthier Daily. I am Dr. Ben Carter. I want you to do something for me right now. Look down at your feet, or even better, take off your socks. Do you see a deep ring indented into your skin where the sock band used to be? Does the skin look shiny and tight? If you press your thumb into your ankle, does the dent stay there for a few seconds after you let go? That is called pitting edema. But let us be honest about what it really feels like. It feels like your legs have turned into heavy stones. It feels like you are walking around with two cement blocks attached to your ankles. Most doctors will tell you to just eat less salt or wear tight compression stockings that are impossible to put on. But that is not fixing the problem. That is just managing the symptom. Today we are going to fix the root cause. We are going to turn on a switch inside your body that has been turned off. We are going to share a simple 10-minute routine that you can do right now sitting in your favorite chair. No gym, no equipment, just you and your body working smarter, not harder. To understand why your feet swell as you get older, Dr. Hinohara is here. He has a brilliant way of explaining the plumbing of the human body.
Thank you, Dr. Ben. Yes. We must stop blaming our feet. The problem is not your feet. The problem is gravity. I want you to imagine your body is a tall skyscraper. Your heart is the penthouse on the top floor. Your feet are the basement. Your main heart is a very strong pump. It has no problem pushing blood down to the basement. Gravity helps it. It is easy. But how does that blood get back up to the penthouse gravity is fighting it? It is a long way up. Your main heart cannot do this alone. It is too far away. So nature gave you a second heart. This second heart is your calf muscle. When you walk, your calf muscle squeezes. It acts like a powerful sump pump in the basement. It shoots the fluid back up to the top floor. But here is the problem for seniors. We sit more. We walk less. When you sit, the second heart goes to sleep. The pump turns off. So the fluid goes down, but it does not come back up. The basement floods. That is the swelling you see.
That is the perfect image. A flooded basement because the pump is turned off. So our goal today is not to just massage the skin. Our goal is to wake up that second heart. We are going to use the hydraulic flow protocol. We have 3 specific movements. Movement 1 is to prime the pump. Movement 2 is to clear the drains, and movement 3 is the power flush. By the end of this video, your legs will feel lighter, and you will feel a tingle of fresh circulation that you haven't felt in years. Before we start with the first movement, I want to ask you a question. Which part of your day is the worst for swelling? Is it the morning when you wake up, or is it the evening after a long day? Tell us in the comments below. And if you are ready to drain the basement and get your mobility back, now is the perfect time to hit that subscribe button. Let us sit down and get started.
Welcome back. We are sitting in our chair. Our feet are flat on the floor. We are ready to wake up the second heart. But before we move, I must warn you. Most people do this first movement completely wrong. They move their feet fast. Flap, flap, flap. Like a fish out of water. This does nothing. In fact, it can make the swelling worse.
That is right. To understand why you have to understand the valves in your veins. Your veins are not just open pipes. Inside them, every few inches, there is a tiny little trap door. A one-way valve. When your muscle squeezes, the door opens and blood shoots up. When your muscle relaxes, the door snaps shut so the blood cannot fall back down. If you move your feet too fast, those little doors just flap in the wind. They never get a chance to close. The blood churns, but it does not move up. We need a slow rhythmic pressure. We need to prime the pump. This brings us to movement number 1, the slow ankle pump. Here is exactly how to do it. Sit up straight. Do not slouch. Your hips need to be open. Lift one foot slightly off the floor, or you can keep your heel on the ground if that is easier. Step A, the point. Slowly point your toes away from you like a ballerina. Stretch the top of your foot. Critical, hold it there for 2 full seconds. 1, 2. Step B, the flex. Now pull your toes back hard towards your shin. Try to push your heel out. You should feel the calf muscle on the back of your leg get rock hard. Critical, hold the squeeze for 2 full seconds. 1, 2.
Do you feel that hard squeeze in the calf? That is your second heart contracting. It is physically squeezing the veins deep inside your leg. And when you release, the fresh blood rushes in.
We want you to do this 10 times on the right foot and then 10 times on the left foot. Remember the tempo point. Hold, flex, hold. It should be rhythmic. It should be calming.
If you feel a sharp cramp in the arch of your foot or your calf, stop. You are pushing too hard. Make the movement smaller. We are not trying to win a gold medal. We are just trying to get the fluid moving.
This movement is the starter motor. We are getting the fluid out of the deep veins. But there is another system in your legs that carries waste fluid. It is called the lymphatic system. It is like the sewage system of the body, and often it gets clogged around the ankles. The ankle pump moves the blood, but to move the lymph, we need a different motion. We need to unlock the ankle joint itself. This leads us to movement number 2.
Welcome back. We have started the engine with the ankle pump. The blood is moving, but now we must deal with the second fluid, the clear fluid, the lymph. Think of your blood veins as the fresh water pipes in your house. But the lymphatic system is the drainage pipe. It carries away the waste, the toxins, and the heavy proteins. Here is the problem. The ankle pump moves up and down. That is good for veins. But the lymph nodes around your ankle are hidden in the corners. If you only move up and down, it is like trying to clean a dirty pot by just scrubbing one spot. You miss the edges. To open the drains, we need to move the ankle in every direction.
That is a great way to see it. I want you to imagine your ankle joint is a big wet sponge. If you want to get all the water out of a sponge, you cannot just squeeze it once. You have to twist it, you have to turn it, you have to wring it out. This brings us to movement number 2, the alphabet trace. This is fun, but it is serious medicine. Here is the technique. Lift your foot just 1 inch off the floor. Let it hang freely. Pretend your big toe is a giant black marker pen. I want you to write the entire alphabet in the air with your toe. Capital letters, A, B, C, all the way to Z. Why the alphabet? Because the shapes of the letters force your ankle to move in angles you never use in daily life. The letter O forces a full circle. The letter Z forces a diagonal cut. The letter M forces a zigzag.
Exactly. This creates a ringing effect on that sponge. It squeezes the lymph nodes from the left, from the right, and from the center. It clears the congestion that causes that puffy look around the ankle bone.
A few rules for this movement. Move the ankle, not the leg. Do not wave your whole leg around from the hip. Keep your knee still. Just use the ankle. Go slow. If you rush, you miss the corners. Draw the letters carefully. Listen to the pain. If the letter X hurts, draw it smaller. You do not need to make huge movements. Small circles work too.
Do one full alphabet A to Z with the right foot. Then switch and do the left foot. It takes about 60 seconds per foot. By the time you get to letter Z, your ankle might feel a little warm. That is good. That means the drainage pipes are open.
So now we have primed the pump movement 1. We have cleared the drains movement 2. The system is ready. Now we need the power move. We need the movement that delivers the strongest squeeze possible to flush everything out. This is the movement that athletes use, and you can do it safely in your chair.
Welcome back. We have primed the pump gently. We have twisted the sponge to clear the drains. Now the plumbing is open. It is time for the main event. We need to turn the power up to high. We need the power flush. This movement provides the strongest possible squeeze to the deep veins in your legs. It empties the bucket completely, but it requires effort and it requires balance.
That is right. This is movement number 3, the supported calf raise. Please listen to the safety rule first. Never do this standing alone in the middle of the room. I don't care how good your balance is. If you get dizzy, you fall. You must stand in front of a counter, a wall, or a heavy chair. You must hold on with both hands. Here is the standing version. The gold standard, stand holding your support. Feet shoulder width apart. The lift, slowly lift your heels up until you are standing on your tiptoes. Go as high as you can. The secret sauce. This is where everyone fails. They drop back down immediately. Do not drop. Hold it at the top. Squeeze your calves tight. Count 1, 2, 3. This 3-second hold is the peak contraction. It squeezes the last drop of old blood out of the vein. The release, lower your heels slowly back to the floor.
If you cannot stand safely, do not worry. You can do the seated power flush. Sit in your chair. Put your hands on your knees and push down hard. This adds weight. Lift your heels up high against the pressure of your hands. Hold for 3 seconds. Squeeze. Lower.
I want you to do 10 repetitions, up, hold for 3, down, up, hold for 3, down. By the 8th or 9th repetition, you might feel a little burn in the muscle. That is good. That heat means the muscle is working. It means the pump is strong. That burn is literally the feeling of the second heart beating strong.
So let's review the 10-minute ritual ankle pumps. 2 minutes. The warm-up. Alphabet trace 2 minutes. The drainage. Calf raises. 2 minutes. The power flush. If you do this sequence, the fluid will leave your legs. The mechanics guarantee it. But Dr. Ben, why was there so much fluid in the basement to begin with? We can pump water out all day, but if the faucet is still running, the basement will flood again tomorrow.
That is the missing piece of the puzzle. We have fixed the mechanics, the pump. Now we must fix the chemistry, the water. We need to change what you are putting into the system. And no, I am not just going to tell you to stop eating salt. It is more clever than that.
Welcome back. We have successfully turned on the pumps. Your legs should feel tingling and lighter. But we cannot pump forever. We need to stop the flood at the source. We need to talk about the chemistry of the water in your legs. Many of my patients tell me, "Doctor, my feet are swollen, so I am going to stop drinking water." They think if they put less water in, there will be less swelling. This is a dangerous myth.
It is actually the exact opposite. When you stop drinking water, your body panics. It thinks there is a drought, so it releases a hormone called vasopressin. This hormone tells your kidneys, do not let a single drop of water go. Hoard it so your body holds on to every drop of fluid in your ankles. Fix number 1, drink to drain. You must drink clear water throughout the day. When you are hydrated, the drought alarm turns off. Your kidneys relax. They start to flush the excess fluid out. Aim for urine that is pale yellow. If it is dark, you are dehydrated and you are making the swelling worse.
Now let's talk about the magnet. The water in your legs is stuck there because of sodium salt. Sodium is like a magnet that holds onto water. We all know we should eat less salt, but there is a faster way to release the water. We need the anti-magnet.
That is potassium. In your cells, sodium and potassium are enemies. They fight for space. If you eat more potassium, it physically kicks the sodium and the water out of your body. We call this fix number 2, the potassium swap. You do not need pills, you need food. Eat a banana. Eat a baked sweet potato. Eat some cooked spinach. Eat an avocado. These foods signal your kidneys to open the floodgates and let the water go.
So, drink your water and eat your banana. That handles the chemistry. But there is one final thing. It is a mistake that almost every senior makes. And if you keep making this mistake, no amount of exercise or bananas will save you.
This is the 45-minute rule. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The second heart, your calf muscle, only works when it is moving. If you sit in your chair watching TV for 2 hours straight, your pump is off. Gravity is winning for 2 solid hours. The blood is pooling. It is thickening. The rule: you must never let your pump stay off for more than 45 minutes. Set a timer on your phone or your oven. When it beeps, you have to break the stillness. You do not have to run a marathon. Just stand up, walk to the kitchen, get a glass of water, walk to the mailbox. Just 2 minutes of movement resets the clock.
If you cannot stand up, do the ankle pumps in your chair. Just do not be a statue. Statues have swollen feet. Movers have slim ankles.
So we have the complete package now. We have the mechanical routine, the 3 movements. We have the chemical fix, water plus potassium. We have the lifestyle rule, move every 45 minutes. We need to put this all together into a simple cheat sheet that you can use tomorrow morning. A plan that takes just 10 minutes but gives you freedom for the rest of the day. So let's take a step back and look at the hydraulic system we have built today. We started with the problem, the flooded basement, the heavy swollen legs that make life miserable. The opponent's video gave you a list of difficult tasks, but now you have a simple 10-minute protocol. Let's review your new daily ritual. You can do this every morning while you drink your coffee or every evening while you watch the news. The 10-minute hydraulic plan, minutes 0-2, prime the pump. Do the slow ankle pumps, point and flex, 10 times each foot. Remember the 2-second hold. Minutes 2-4, clear the drains. Do the alphabet trace. Write A to Z with your big toe. Wring out the sponge. Minutes 4-6, the power flush. Stand up holding a chair and do the calf raises. Hold for 3 seconds at the top. 10 repetitions. The fuel, drink a glass of water and eat a banana or sweet potato potassium to release the magnet.
It is simple, it is safe, and it costs $0. The only thing it costs is consistency. You cannot do this once a month and expect a miracle. You must do it every day. give us 7 days. If you do this routine for 1 week, measure your ankles. You will see the difference.
And remember the golden rule, the 45-minute timer. Do not let the pump stay off. If you have been sitting for 45 minutes, stand up, march in place, reset the clock. If this hydraulic protocol finally gave you a way to manage your swelling without expensive gadgets, please do us a great favor and hit that like button. It helps us reach more seniors who are struggling to put their shoes on. And please share this video. We all have a friend or a family member who suffers from swollen legs. Send this to them. You might give them their mobility back. If you are not yet part of our Healthier Daily community, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We are committed to bringing you these practical science-backed systems every single week. And for our final plumber's question, which movement felt the best for you? Was it the stretch of the ankle pump, the challenge of the alphabet, or the burn of the calf raise? We would love to read your experience in the comments below. And as always, a final critical reminder. The information in this video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Red flag. Warning. If you have swelling in only one leg and it feels hot, red, or painful, do not exercise. Go to the emergency room. This could be a blood clot DVT. If you have heart failure or kidney disease, always follow your doctor's strict advice on fluid intake.
Thank you for joining us. Your body has a second heart. Do not let it sleep. Wake it up. Drain the basement. Be wise. Be well.